Hi, Rena. How are you? Hope you're having a good Sunday. Hello. Boy, I'm looking kind of relaxed today. Maybe I should have brushed my hair before I went live.
Empty.
Okay, well, I'll be out there in a minute. Thank you. This is what happens when you're a parent and you're juggling a 4-year-old and a husband and a lost monkey. But hey, you guys, welcome to the Periscope. Hey, if you're new, let us know where you're coming in from. Say hi, introduce yourself. And we're going to talk about 9 different things that happy people do versus not happy people. Oh, thanks for the hearts. Yes, mom life. Hi, Margaret. What's up? So yeah, you guys, I'm recording today from my home office in Oregon. That's where I'm based. That's where you can find me. For those of you who are new to this scope, welcome. My name is Elaine McMillan. I am also known as My Essential Mentor. I'm a day spa owner, I'm an entrepreneur, and I'm an educator. So that's what I like to do. I teach people how to do all kinds of stuff, whether it's to use holistic stuff in their home. Hi from Canada. Hi, Paula. And I also do a lot of mentoring and training. I have a pretty good success in the marketing and sales departments. So that's what I've been doing over the last 10 years is pretty much working for somebody else. About 3.5, 4 years ago, I decided I didn't want to work for anybody else and I went into business for myself. So that's kind of a little bit about me. Feel free to share anything on the comments here. I totally go back through the Periscopes and read them. So today I want to talk to you about the 9 habits of happy, healthy people. So I'm sure you have those people in your life and you watch your Facebook newsfeed and you see those people that are super positive and then you see those people who are negative Nellies. Now, here's the thing. To be a positive human being, you must train yourself. I hate to say this, but I kind of grew up in a negative household, okay? You know, a lot of pessimism, and not a lot of the glass is full versus half empty, okay? And luckily for me, when I was 17 years old, one of my dearest friends showed up on my doorstep and handed me a Tony Robbins tape series. Yes, back in 1999, we had tapes. And she handed me that series. And I'll tell you what. Listening to him changed my life. And I'll tell you why. Because I realized that week, my car had broken down 3 times. And seriously, like that week, my piece of shit car literally blew an alternator. That was the first thing it blew up, okay? And it didn't move for a week. And the starter and the radiator went out. And I remember sitting on my steps bawling. And I said to myself out loud, why do these things always happen to me? And she handed me these tapes and she said, hey, this stuff doesn't have to happen to you. It's about you. And I started listening to them. I had an hour commute to go to college and I would listen to them. So once the car got fixed, I got on the road and I started listening. And you know what? I changed that mindset. So it took me a lot of years of conditioning to get here. And if you were in a spot where I was in when I was 17, I don't care how old you are, we all go back to that spot. So be open-minded. And the happy people do different things than the people who are unhappy. So of course I have my cat Scratch here and we're going to go over that. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is, hey Turtle Girl, what's up? We got number 1. Gratitude, okay? This is a gratitude journal that I found at TJ Maxx while we're in the middle of doing the office remodel. And I started journaling in this daily. And every day I start to write down things that I'm grateful for. So number 1 out of the 9 is being grateful. What are you grateful for today, okay? That is super huge, you guys. Be grateful for the small stuff. The more you're grateful for, the more abundance that will bring into your life. And I swear to you, get a journal, make your own, go buy one online, but seriously, right here is step number 1, being grateful. Number 2, cultivating optimism. You know, we have so many people who think, oh, I can't do this. This is a bad idea. And if you can tell somebody that, hey, this isn't a bad idea, you totally got this. Create optimism. Give that to people. Give that to yourself. So that's number 2. Number 3, stopping the social comparisons. This is a big one. This is a big one because I'll tell you what. People compare themselves to every other person. They do. They truly do. And you know what? The only thing that you're doing is hurting yourself. Because let me tell you something. Number one, nobody is going to do what you do other than you. You can try to keep up with the person who is doing better than you, but I'll tell you what, you're setting yourself up for failure because once again, we are each unique in our own way. Stop the comparisons. Your business will never be the same as mine. My business will never be the same as yours because you have gifts that you bring to this table, and so do I. And that's the difference between all of us, you guys, and that's why we're not all the same cup of tea. Nobody wants to drink Earl Grey every single day, okay? Maybe every now and then you want, some chamomile or something. You want a different cup of tea, and that is totally okay. So for those of you who caught my Facebook Live, you caught a little bit of that today. Number 4, be nice. Random acts of kindness all the time. I do stuff all the time. I love to just stop by my local flower shop and send 2 bouquets of flowers twice a month. Let people get something on the surprise. They're not expecting that. They're not expecting anything. And all of a sudden, this beautiful bouquet of flowers shows up. Now, financially, I can do that. If you can't financially, find other ways to do that. Time is valuable. Your time is just as valuable as me going and writing a check for $50 on flowers. Go devote your time, okay? So, number 4, acts of kindness. You gotta be nice. Number 5, nurturing your social networks, okay? Establishing the relationships that you love right now and nurturing them. Sending out a quick text. Hi, how are you? I've been thinking about you. Let people know you care. So work on relationships and nurturing those relationships. And that also is something happy people do. Number 6, keeping up with your strengths. Knowing what you're good at and stop putting yourself down. Number 7, forgiveness. You gotta forgive, whether it's yourself or other people. So I've done a lot of work on forgiveness. For the longest time, I used to think that forgiveness was for the weak. I used to think that forgiveness was for the people who finally just gave in and let these people have their way. Wow. 5 years of personal development has finally gotten me to the point where forgiveness is for me. It is not for them. It is not for you. It is for me. It is for me to be able to decide that, you know what is what is. I will move on and I'm not going to live holding that grudge. Sheila, that's a huge one. We hold grudges. I'm not a grudge holder. But I will be honest, if you've done something to wrong me, I will never forget, and I will never give you that level of trust again, because that's just my personality. And how I did that, Turtle Girl, was I have listened to a lot of self-help tapes over the last 5 or 6 years on forgiveness. And in fact, I should have went out to my car and grabbed them before I did the Periscope to show you guys what I've been listening to. And for me, it was forgiveness of others, not even myself. But Sheila's right. You have to let it go, and you have to forgive yourself. Because you make mistakes too. And you do things that you don't always agree with. So yes, being forgiving to yourself is huge. All right, number 8, experiencing life. All right, Turtle Girl, I'll have to go clean out my car. But the next one is experiencing life, okay? Going through these life experiences, dealing with friends, dealing with family, coworkers, work, whatever you got. Having those personal experiences with each other is huge. So you want to be experiencing life. Get out. If you're in your home 24/7, it's time to get out. And I was a stay-at-home parent for a while. I totally get how hard it is to actually get dressed in the morning and go do something. I get it. I've been there. So be active. Go do something. And number 9 is a hard one for me. And we're going to talk about this in my mentor series. So for those of you who are doing the next 4 weeks on the mentor series with me, we're going to talk about this. And it's called your joy zone. This is something that Tiffany Peterson teaches. And she hits it on the head. She says, hey, what are you doing for yourself day in and day out that creates joy for you? What is it? Well, everyone's different. My joy zone comes from me not working. I'm a workaholic. Do you realize that this Sunday, I have been in this office since noon today working? I have. What time is it right now? I don't even know what time it is. It is 4:45, and I have been busting my butt in this office all day. But part of that is because I played hooky all week and didn't do what I was supposed to do because I've been on kind of vacay. So today I'm paying the piper and I'm in here working. So you guys, joy zone activities can be anything, whether it's going out with your friends. I just taken up golfing in the last few months. Even though we don't have a lot of time for these things, just finding those little bits of time. You know, sometimes I only get to go golfing maybe 2 or 3 times a month. Sometimes I'm lucky if I can go once a week. Just do what you gotta do to keep yourself happy. So that's number 9. So let's recap this list. Number 1, express gratitude. Number 2, cultivate optimism for you, yourself, and everyone around you. Number 3, stop overthinking and stop the comparisons, because you are the only one who's gonna make this happen, all right? You and solely you. Be nice. Random acts of kindness. We're going to nurture those relationships. We are going to forgive. We're going to experience, and we're going to enjoy our joy zone. So share this Periscope today with somebody you would like to share this with. And thank you for inviting followers. I appreciate the shares. You will find this video on my YouTube page, so check it out at My Essential Mentor on YouTube. If you subscribe, you will get a notification every single time I post a video. And I've been doing a lot of work on my YouTube page, so let me know how I'm doing. Thank you for the hearts. My goal is 1 million. We got a little ways to go. And for those of you who have paid and enrolled into the Mentor Series, I will see you Tuesday at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. You are more than welcome. Have a fabulous day.